Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Are we live? Are we live? Hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you, my incredible YouTube crew. Tammy C, Gerard, Nick M. Nice to see you guys this morning. Hope that you can hear me well. I'm going to get my coffee ready. Hold on a minute, guys. I got a lot going on, but I am here. All right, let's get this coffee going. Now, we're going to talk about adulting. How the hell did this shit happen? How did we get here? How did we become adults? And where is the instructions manual? Forget About Tomorrow is my song, because when we're kids, you know. Hope everybody having a good morning so far. Supposed to get snow. Yeah, we're going to get some snow down here in North Jersey. I think a little bit. I don't think much. I think we're just going to get a little sprinkle. And I think it's just too warm. And I don't know. Who knows? All right, let's rock and roll, guys. Let's get right to it. I'm going to get my coffee ready, play this little song to start us off. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me get my coffee together. I will be right with you. Tomorrow is here. It is Wednesday, 125-2023. Number one, let's have coffee. Coffee, good coffee is a pleasure. Good friends are a treasure. Good coffee is a pleasure. Good friends are a treasure. Salute to you, my incredible YouTube crew. Thank you for an incredible show last night. I never talk about yesterday's shows. It's not something that I do. I'm always moving forward. Very rarely will you hear me talk about a show from the day before, another individual show. I just keep on rolling forward. That's what we do. So we're being adults. So how did that ever happen? How in the world? How in the world did we become adults and why? When you're a kid, you're not thinking about tomorrow. You are not thinking about tomorrow. But now, as adults, we have to think about everything today, tomorrow, next week, this, that, the other thing. Wasn't it a pleasure being a young kid? Then we wanted to become of age. We wanted to become, an adult. And then all of a sudden, we're adults. And we say to ourselves, self, this is what you really wanted? You really wanted to do this? Wasn't it fun making snow angels, eating snow, playing football in the street, meeting on the corner, hanging out, chasing skirts, this, that, the other thing? And then all of a sudden, adulthood hits us. And there is no instruction manual, there is no direction. It's just our parents looking at us and saying, oh, yeah, you got it now. You got it now. What you did to us is being done to you. But anyway, but it's fun. It's all what you make of it. I love being an adult. I cannot go back to childhood for one reason. My childhood was hijacked. A good childhood for me got hijacked from a douchebag father, right? So although I did enjoy it, I made it work. We made it work. I had to become an adult very early, unfortunately. I was helping my mother at a very, very, very young age, unfortunately. But I don't use the word unfortunately. I call it fortunately because I learned a lot of life lessons of how to be, how to act, how not to be, how to rewrite history, not repeat it. I became an adult at a young age, and I welcome it. But it is different. Adulthood is many, many, many. We are faced with many, many, many challenges from the minute we wake up to the minute we go to sleep. Not only that, even in the minutes that we're sleeping, because something awaits us as we wake up as adults. For as long as coffee awaits you, you can handle it. And as long as you start off in a positive way, you also can handle it, right? So here we are. We're starting off the day in a positive way, and this is what we do. We may get, we're not getting anything, Ralph. We're getting a little dusting, I think. Who knows? I don't know. I think, listen, the pools are opening up in 6 weeks. We're done. But I'll take it. I love my neighborhood when it snows. We walk to the bars. We hang on the stoop under the awning. My neighborhood's actually really a lot of fun in the snow because all the bars are open, the doors are open, the music's playing. It's actually a good place to be during the snow. I got to be honest with you. So we've had blizzards where we were locked in. The ladies of the night have to walk on our street instead of the back streets because we got the ladies of the night. That's a whole other story. So here's where we are. Gianni has entered the building. Dingo is here. The Wise Up Show growing nicely in the last 24 hours. Really growing nicely in the last 24 hours. Possibly 30 something subs. TT growing beautifully. It's just the whole community that the neighborhood that I created, and I'm going to take credit for it. Why not? The neighborhood that I put together is growing nicely because there's no nonsense. ALV, you're in the neighborhood today, huh, pal? ALV's in the neighborhood. So when I was a kid, I always wanted to grow up faster. That's naturally what we want to do, right? It's what we do. So this neighborhood that I created right here, we start off nicely, positive. This here has nothing to do with the mafia. Get that out of your brain. I have nothing to do with the mafia. I said this many, many times when you see that. It's just, I don't know. I love it. Love the movie. Love the familial aspect of it. And that's where we're at. So yeah, drop those links, guys. So Danny Stories, I will go to his show this morning. He talked about being jealous of each other. Other content creators, are they jealous of each other? Do they get do they say, I think he was saying, oh, such and such as subs are passing mine or going up or taking my space or something like that. He was talking about jealousy amongst not just YouTube, in life in general, which was a very good start to the day. So we had MRE at 3 a.m. We had MRE at 3 a.m. Then we had Todd Father. Then we had Danny Stories. Now I'm hanging out with you for a little bit. Ralphie will be on at 9:30 because that's his time slot for the rest of his life. And then Dinda will be on promptly at 2:45. And that's what we do. So we have a nice lineup. The neighborhood is nice. MRE does MRE what MRE does. He does his own thing. He's got a genre within itself. MRE is a man that can stand alone, doesn't care if he stands alone, and can handle anything that comes his way. He is his MRE is his own community. You got to give him. Okay, what do we got now, Brian? What happened? We were praying for Brian the other day. Let me back up. This is what I do. Okay, Brian, what happened? American made. Hello, sir. Hope that you are well. Let me get off the screen. Let me minimize this. I don't like that. Like that. Okay, back to the comments. So we came into adulthood. Are you loving it? Are you liking it? No jealousy, not necessary on Facebook. It's ridiculous. Stupid shit to be jealous because you. Well, what we said this morning was, for me personally, I'm too busy helping others to help myself. I don't even know. I don't even know how to help myself, promote myself. I don't want to be promoted. I'm okay growing the way that I am. I'm quite all right growing just the way I am. I don't want my link dropped. I don't, whatever. I don't ask for my link to be dropped. I don't ask for people to subscribe. Only way I will ask for subscribers is in my videos, my clips, my morning videos, my short videos. I will just say, please subscribe. But other than that, so that's doing it on your own. I just want to do it that way. A few people have got me over the hump, and I will say, Lee Cole, he helped me get to that 1,000, and I help you guys. When I see you creeping up on something, it's my nature to jump in as a leader, not your leader, as a leader. I feel necessary for me to react, help you, react, and get to it. And that's just me. That's just the way I'm operating. So I don't even have time to promote myself. Never mind be jealous of somebody else. That's me, just me. But I could see it. I can definitely see it. Just like the streets or real life, I could see it. Listen, it's part of life. The jealousy situation, it's part of life. There are things people are jealous of. I want everybody to do well. What's going on? You know, there's no competition amongst individuals, amongst content creators. And the way I act here is the way I act in my job, my personal life, everything. Yeah. What's success though? How do you measure success? Success is measured by happiness. Success is not measured by numbers on YouTube. Success is measured by we're adults. We jumped into this adult thing, right? So as adults now, we're not where are we going now in the fourth quarter? Seriously? Fourth quarter, and some of us with 2 minutes remaining. Where are we going? We're literally in the fourth quarter of life, most of us. Some of us. You could agree or disagree. We are in the fourth quarter. We are in the home stretch. Childhood, teenage years, young adult years, middle age years, retirement years, mort. Bing, bing. Just like the sacraments, you knock out the sacraments as you go about life. So do we as aspects of life. Some of us here are in the fourth quarter. Some of us are at the goal line. Some of us are just kicking off on the fourth quarter. Who knows? We are adulting. So we're going to worry about what success we're getting on YouTube. Now, if you're 25, 30 years old, you should look for success in some type of way in the new social media way. We personally are not attaining success in the true sense of the word. Unfortunately, that is diluted. The word success has been hijacked. Hijacked. I have success. I'm having coffee with, I don't know, 25 people this morning. Success. Woke up today. Did good in my job. Success. It's not measured in my numbers. Success just means positive growth. Just put it like that. Just put it like that. Somebody's putting work in, they're growing, there is success. It's not in the numbers. I will say 1,000 subscribers is a success some ways on YouTube. I think that because and I will tell you why, because YouTube made that. They set up that bar. That bar is 1,000 and 4,000. You know what I mean? YouTube gave you the goal. Your goal is 1,000 in a year and 4,000 watch hours in a year. They gave you a goal. Now you have to succeed to the goal that they made you, that they put out there. You keep a positive attitude, things around you will become positive. Same goes for negativity. Oh, 100%, Gianni. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. So, YouTube's success, I'm going to say, is in two ways. Number one, above everything else, is that you're happy with what you're doing. Success is the best revenge. Very nice. That's true. That's true, Nick. That's true. Success is the best revenge. So, all right. God bless TT. You be well. Don't run. We don't need you tripping over curbs, okay? We don't need you tripping over curbs. So, success is measured in so many different ways. But the first step to success on YouTube is enjoying what you're doing, which was me, which is me. I enjoyed what I was doing. Then I saw numbers happening. And then I realized YouTube set a goal for us. They consider you a successful content creator. I guess this is how they put it. If you get 1,000 and 4,000 in 12 months. Because if you don't get that, here's the thing. You don't get monetized unless you reach 1,000 and 4,000 in 12 months. It can't be in 14 months. If you don't reach 1,000 and 4,000 in a year, You won't get monetized. It has to be within 12 months. So they set the goal for you to succeed. And then that pushes us to have a work ethic, to have work. Sticks, I have more subs than you, but you're still the boss. Exactly. Well, that's what we do, Ralphie. We help each other. So there's a goal, and YouTube did a good job with that. I got to be honest with you, they did a really good job with that because that they took you back to some work ethics. They took and they're putting work ethics in young people. So the work ethics are YouTube says, okay, you're going to be a content creator, all right? You're in my space now. Now you work for me. We are all working for YouTube right now, like it or not. It's their space, all right? Like it or not, we're working for YouTube right now, and they have set goals for us, just like any job. They said, content creator, that's why I always said, I'm not a content creator. I'm not a content creator. I'm not a content creator. They set the goal for you, and they said to you, you, and me, anybody that has a show, they said, hey, you want to adult? You want to have work ethic? You want to have a goal? You want to have success? We're going to tell you what success on YouTube is. And what they say is you must work to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Here's the kicker, not in your lifetime, in 1 year. It's measured by a year, not in the lifetime of YouTube. They're pushing you to have success, which means 1,000 and 4,000 in a 1 year calendar year. And I made my 1 year, I don't know when, but I think it's from when you start doing content because I've had a YouTube channel for a long time. And then once I kicked it up and started being consistent, that's when they hit me with that. So there you go. You're a successful content creator in the YouTube world. You have become an adult in the YouTube world when you're able to get 1,000 and 4,000 in a calendar year. So I guess I have, and I will tell you why. Because before I hit 1,000, when I hit 1,000, I was not They didn't approach me for monetization. I started the new platform with about 50 subscribers, not even. And then they started to measure me. So guess what I had to do? I had to get to 1,050 before I got monetized. Not 1,000. They really set the bar for me. I got to 1,000, and I got a message. You're not quite ready yet. You can't apply yet. Beep, 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 this, that, the other thing. I'll tell you how I did it on the morning call. Did what? Ralph, it's a proven thing. You're doing what most people should be doing. It's a known thing, Ralphie. Ralph, we've been not watching the analytics. We just choose not to do that. It's a known thing. Shorts is the way to go. It works. It's how you do it. You catch the algorithm. We've been schooled already. But it's a good thing, and you should definitely go for it. Listen, yesterday I said, you're at 200, cuz. Go, do your thing. Now, everybody chooses to do it their own way. There's no right or wrong. I didn't go that route. I did it organically, as Lee Cole once said. Because I wasn't changing to get subs. You follow me? I was keeping my way, my personality. And I was hoping that no tricks of the trade. I didn't need any tricks of the trade. I didn't want any tricks of the trade. I did not really have a goal. If it grew, it grew. If I got monetized, I got monetized. So I did it my way. As I posted last night as my opening song, My Way, I did it my way. I wasn't looking for any, I got to get there. Okay, what do I do? No, I didn't want to do any of that. I went slow and steady, like I said on that first show, and here's where I'm at. But that doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't mean it's wrong. You do what you have to do, not you specifically, none of you, in general. Get there how you got to get there. I did not look for ways and tricks of the trade. I said, I'm going to just go live. Go live. I got 12 months to get 1,000 more and 4,000 watch hours. In 6 months, I had 4,000 watch hours. Now I got 15,000. We came into adulthood, basically, is what YouTube did for us. We had no manual. I don't think people. Would you retract there? I'm not watching the chat, but how much money do people even make when they get monetized? Also considering YouTube being 45%. Yeah, you get about on a $20 thing, you get about, but you're not making money from there. You're not making money from these donations because nobody really donates to the shows. No, I don't get any, really basically any. I get a few here and there, but the money is not coming from my crew, and that's okay. I'm not criticizing. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, don't be pissed off if you have to watch a commercial. I'll say it again. So so let's say Cadillac puts an ad on my show. Exactly, Tim. You see, let's say Cadillac puts an ad on my show, and they give me $1, just using a fake number. I'll get 60 cents. Right? If they give you $100, you get $60 every 21st of every month. So don't come unless you are going to donate to the content creators. Don't disrespect them by being pissed off by the commercials. Can we get a little something? Just a little something? We prefer the Cash Apps and we prefer the Venmo, no doubt about it. We get that in total, 100%. But I don't think people are looking for monetized to make money. It's more about accomplishments, 100%. You put in a lot of work. It's more important that folks are watching. This is true. Yes, exactly. Wise Up Show. I never even thought about money here. I still don't. But once I have to pay for StreamYard out of my pocket, I can't do it at this point in my life right now. It's over. The show goes. Well, it goes to a different format. Once my Cash App, and I use Cash App, once my Cash App doesn't pay for the show, there's not going to be a show like this. There'll be a show. I'll do YouTube straight up in my car, whatever it might be. But I say it all the time. Once my Cash App dries up, I'm not paying StreamYard out of my pocket. I cannot do it right now. How can I could fill my kid's gas tank with that money. Why would I give it to someone that's not giving back to me? Why would I do something like that? I can't afford to do that. It's just not right. It's just not right. Why would I pay for this right here when my son needs gas to get back and forth to school and I'm living paycheck to 4 days before paycheck as it is? Why would I do something like that? I can't do it. I can't afford that. I will not take on that bill. If donations don't come in, StreamYard gets shut down. I don't have guests. I don't have a ticker. I don't have pre-records. I go live in my car. Tommy Stiggs is on for 20 minutes. That's what you're going to get. It's just the way it is. I can't absorb more bills. It's just not fair to my family. We're making somebody's day better, right? At what cost? I got to pay $50, $60 a month for this? It's not fair, guys. It's not. It's not fair, guys. If somebody's doing something for you and saying, okay, that made me feel good today, or, well, tonight we had a good time on such and such a show, hit them off $5, $10, $20. Use their Cash App. Anyway, Anthony's correct. The goal for monetization is really not getting a big payday, right? How else do you live if you don't have the subs to be able to? Perfect. Costs 50 to 60 for StreamYard. That's a month. Johnny, yes, 100%. What do you mean? Absolutely. I can't take another. You could chalk it up to another monthly bill, but I cannot do it. I'm barely doing it right now. But if I don't have that. I'm not at that point in my life. My adult life got hijacked, unfortunately. So I'm trying to scrape together and make ends meet. I may look like I have it all together, but I'm having a tough time. Stiggs, we can't think that way. I can't take a thing. You God bless you. Stable household, 2 incomes. I don't have that luxury, my man. I'm in bad shape. So when I got to pay for this out of my pocket, upwards of $50 a month, how can I do that thing? And take gas out of my kid's car? I put 25 and 25 in each of their gas tanks to go back and forth to college. I can't add another bill. I can't pay the bills I have now. Thing do. You're in a different situation than me. Most of you are in a different situation than me. Just because I might look like, maybe I don't look, maybe I look like I'm a mess, but just because I might look like at times I have it put together, no, it's not happening. It's not. What's happening? Beautiful. Thank you, Tindu. That's how I love that you get my vibe and then you open up with it. Our shows bounce off each other. What a nice we got a good relationship, Tindu. A really good internet relationship. We can do a show for 6 hours, you and I think we need to do that very soon. I think we need to do it. Yeah. So I can't do it. You don't need StreamYard. You don't need StreamYard. It's not necessary. You don't need it. It makes the experience nicer. I don't need anything. I need YouTube, push live. I don't need any of this bullshit. I don't need a background. I don't need bells and whistles. I need a fucking phone right here where I talk to it with you on the other end. I don't need anything. I don't need OSBs and USBs and StreamYards and the other stream. I don't need any of it. I literally need none of it to have success on YouTube. Because if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. So you could take all those bells and whistles and stick them up your ass, put them in the garbage. They mean absolutely nothing. Zero. Anthony LaVista, fireplace in the background, having a glass of wine. Boom. It's just Anthony on the camera and a bottle of wine. And it's him. We use StreamYard because it's nice. You can have guests, this, that, the other thing. OBS, yeah. You don't need OBS. You don't need anything. You need personality. Forget about all that shit. Like Ralphie said in the past, stick the analytics up your ass. I feel the same way about all of these tools that are compensating for what the individual doesn't have. All these bells and whistles are compensating for what the individual does not have. You've seen me on the Hudson River on a phone with 30 people chatting. I need none of this. It makes it nicer. It makes it softer. It makes it enjoyable. It might add a little touch. Need it? Absolutely not. I don't need it. I do enjoy the platform, though. I love StreamYard. I think it's the best thing since Windex. It's the best invention since Windex. I'm a clean freak, so I like Windex. So we are in adulthood, and these are the things that adulthood teaches us. Make it work with what you got, which means if the Cash App stopped flowing, I'm going to make it work still. I'm going to be here, just in a different format. You will not see, you will not see a ticker. You will not hear music. You will not, because you can't do that on the regular YouTube. You can't share your screen on YouTube. You cannot have guests on YouTube. So that's the situation right there. But do I need any of it? I do not. I'm going to give you a great example. Tony Pizza. A phone. That's all he has, a phone. Nothing else. Now, you want to call him YouTube success or not? You want to call him a disgraziad? You want to call him a stand-up? I don't care what you call the guy, Tony Pizza. He gets on his phone, and that's what he does. And he just talks into the phone. And it could be negative, positive, or anything in between, right? He's got, 2,000 subscribers on a phone. He's homeless. He's homeless. Do you understand? None of this means anything. We are adults. We've grown into adulthood. The show was about going into adulthood, right? We are adults. We adapt. Adults are supposed to be ready for challenges, situations, and to squash them. It's very simple. No, Mike John, you guys don't understand what goes on here. I'm pushing you. Ralphie. I'm using your words, bells and whistles, I guess, Ralph. Yeah, you put that in my brain. I don't know. Well, you don't need them. Ralph, you do good in your car with a phone. Do you understand what I'm saying, Ralphie? Your show in the car is incredible. It's you. You too, Ralphie. We don't need the bells and whistles. Yeah, it's a nice effect. That's my point, Ralph. I'm not saying it because I think you need the bells and whistles. You enjoy the bells and whistles. Enjoy it. But your car shows are just as, if not better, sometimes than your Sunday show. It's a different environment. Nick M, I just speak reality, pal. I want to give it to you right what it is, right? Especially with the guest. Yes. And the nice thing about StreamYards is I can go back and I can edit this. Like I said yesterday, I could take out parts of the show. If I had a fantastic guest on here for 10 minutes, I could go make that a show in StreamYard. A good point is I had Tom Lavecchia on last night. He stayed on for a good 15 minutes. And I could make that into Tommy Stiggs and Tom Lavecchia shooting the shit about YouTube and make that a quick show. He does it all the time. I could edit that into a show. No fancy tools, no fancy programs. It's built into StreamYard, but there is a cost. There is a cost. Now, Ralphie doesn't understand. He doesn't want to hear it, but his car shows with nothing in the background except his windshield in the back. Incredible. That's my point, Ralph. We don't need the bells and whistles. I'm not meaning just me. I'm meaning in general. Some people need those effects, need them. You choose to use them. Don't get my words twisted. Follow me. Stick with me. Stick with me. If you're stuck with me this far, stick with me to the end. And that could be any moment. Because tomorrow, let's forget about tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes. Your Cash App just did it for the first time ever. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ding, dude, that's not necessary. I hit you up on your anniversary because I felt it was necessary, Ding, dude. Somebody gave me a Cash App and I sent it over to you. Because like I said, I can't afford much of anything else. So I do appreciate it, but I'm not going to check. I'm sure StreamYard has much better editing than YouTube. YouTube has horrible editing. I have tons of videos from Sicily. Now, here's the thing, Gianni. Great. Let me explain something to you. Johnny, let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to all of you. Stick with me, guys. I'm learning. This uneducated individual with a very small vocabulary might be able to teach you a couple things. Number one, just what I explained about the YouTube and the bells and whistles. Number two, Gianni Catalano. Let me explain something to you that you might consider doing. Open up a StreamYard account. Has nothing to do with going live or YouTube. Go into StreamYard, open up an account. Once you're in, it's the easiest tools for editing ever out there. You can open up a StreamYard account and you have the ability to drop into StreamYard old videos from any device. Now you drop them into StreamYard and now they're in your StreamYard. Now, Gianni, you have the ability to go in there and edit as much as you want. You could take out some words. So StreamYard is not just for this. It really is a very nice tool to have for a lot of people in a lot of ways. I would highly recommend StreamYard if you can do it. Johnny, check into it, and it has nothing to do with going live. StreamYard has nothing to do with just going live. The tools are built in there for the people that are technologically challenged or have ADD like me. Yeah, G. Oh, I'm glad you learned something today, man. I'm happy that I helped you with that. See, you never know where the conversation is going. I just have a hard time showing how our listeners enjoy my car lives. Well, Ralph, you could be a thick-headed all you want. You know what happens when you're thick-headed? Your head gets clouded. Don't be thick-headed because it's pausing you from going forward. Put that energy, because you're resisting it, Ralph. You're resisting it. Don't. Let it go. Let it go. Once you let it go and stop thinking that way, you're going to have more success than you can ever imagine. I'm serious. I speak real. I speak real 100%. Ralphie, if you resist, it's going to hold you back. If you let it go and say, well, they fucking love my car shows. Now you can concentrate on the other positive aspects of what you are doing. Put that energy that you're resisting with and put it towards your show. And Gianni, yes, and anybody else out there, check out StreamYard. It might be for you. It's very, very, very friendly, user friendly. user friendly. If me, and I'll say it again, I got no education. I'm just a guy. If I can walk Anthony LaVista through it, a lawyer, I walked American Made through it, a younger individual in the technological world. I've helped Ralphie a little bit on here. If this guy, me, who knows nothing about anything, can help somebody on StreamYard, that tells you it's user friendly, guys. So we got off track, but we are talking adult stuff right now because as adults, Johnny's flashing back to those old movies that he has. We're adults now. We want to enjoy some of those movies. So we just adulted right now. And as an adult, I'm helping other adults. So, Gianni, maybe that has helped you. Look into it. I would definitely recommend looking into it. Anthony, the same thing with you. You have old videos. You can go into StreamYard, but you're good at this stuff because you use the Apple stuff. But you can upload a video to StreamYard, still private. Still private. You could play around with it, add this, add that, add background music. There's so many things that you can do. Very, very, very user friendly. And one real positive thing about it, guys, it's internet based. It doesn't take up, you don't need a fancy computer for it. It's internet based. It's not local. Local meaning the hard drive and all of that. Stigs hooked me up with the StreamYard. Yeah, walked you right through it, pal. How long did it take us? 7 minutes and I had you ready for your live? Boom. And I love this shit. Because I'm ADD, I love this stuff. I agree. StreamYard is very, very easy to use for people who are not tech savvy. I highly recommend it for you. Yeah, of course. Well, StreamYard, I'm good with. I don't really need. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty fluent in StreamYard at this time. Yeah, I'm glad you came on, Johnny, this morning. I'm really glad you stopped in because you may get something very positive here for yourself, for your family. You may be able to create some really nice videos there in a very short time. In a very short time. So why don't Tommy use that one? You can edit videos to on the free version. So they give you a space, Mike John. They give you a space limitation with the free one. It's not. It doesn't record. You got to go up a little bit. You have to have a subscription in order to do this. So they give you a free taste of it. Like right now, my videos. I'm going to give you another example. I had to drop down my StreamYard account because I don't have the funds to do it. I'm just telling you what it is. Ralphie was talking about the numbers the other day, $100 a package, but there's all different packages. I had to drop down my package because right now I'm not in 4K because that's an upgrade within StreamYard to stream in 4K. I had to drop down. Now my video quality has changed. You might not notice it, but the crystal clarity, I can't give it to you. I'm not, and I don't say it. I just say it because we're having this conversation. I don't ask for it. I don't say, oh, I need more money to keep my StreamYard awesome. It's okay. I don't care. This is in a lower definition format right now because I can't. I had to drop down my StreamYard. I had to drop down my StreamYard Pro. What's it called, Ralph? What do you call that? StreamYard platform. My StreamYard uh, package. You know the package. What do you say? StreamYard options. I don't know. Whatever. I can't think of the word right now. Well, you could do that beautifully, Gianni. What's it called? My StreamYard what? Bells and whistles. My StreamYard bells and whistles. Very simple. Who? Oh, Tammy. Oh, Ralphie. You were talking to Tammy. I'm sorry. I thought you meant me. So yeah, so I had a yeah, my bundle, Joey Melrose, yes. I had to drop down that bundle. So now I have left storage. I have not top nuts and bolts. Yeah, Christopher Torres says it right. I don't have the high quality StreamYard that I used to have. And that's a monetary issue. Cash apps don't come in. I can't take it out of my pocket. I drop down my bundle. Nicely said. Thank you. Thank you for that, Joey. Because I pay StreamYard out of my Cash App account. When my Cash App gets hit off, I pay my StreamYard. That's how it works. It's so simple. And then once that dries up or it gets low, I have to modify my package. The nuts and bolts get changed. But like I said again, I'll say it one more time. I don't need any of it. I personally, and I could be wrong, I'm evaluating myself. I think I need none of it. And this has been told to me by people like Ralph and others that I don't need any of this stuff. I really don't, which is a great thing to hear, and it feels good to do it. So we're going to wrap it up here. Adulthood is what we were talking about, and everything we just spoke about is all adulthood stuff. We're helping each other, we're learning things, we're adulting right now. We are adulting right now. Adult conversation, nice chit chat, and this is where we're at. So we did it. We had a beautiful, beautiful conversation this morning. So real quick, adulting was one thing. YouTube goals is another thing. I'll say it again. YouTube requires you to get 1,000 in a year's period, 1,000 in 12 months, and 4,000 watch hours in 12 months in order to be considered a content creator with the YouTube partnership program. It's not that they don't call you a success otherwise, but they give you a goal to shoot for success. And that is in the 12-month period. That is not in the lifetime of your channel. Within any given 12-month period, you have to get 1,000 and 4,000. Not 13 months, not 12 months in a week, 12 months, 1,000, 4,000. They measure your success based on that. That's why there's the partnership program. They feel that if you can pull that off, you have work ethic, you have the ability, you have the drive. Now we're going to put commercials onto your channel. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. All right, guys. So once again, I'm going to bang out. I do thank you all for stopping in this morning. I went a little over my time, but I felt the conversation was necessary. Seems like we had some good dialogue going back and forth. Seems like a few people learned a few things of how this whole YouTube thing works. Like I said, if I get rid of StreamYard, I could go right to YouTube without a problem. And I have no doubt I'll have the same continued success without any bells and whistles. I'm confident in that. I'm not being cocky about it. I'm confident. I feel that I can deliver. All right, guys, I'm going to bang out. Well, thank you, Gianni, and thank you all for stopping in. You are all part of my success. Is that the word? I owe it to you. Tom LaVecchia came on last night, and he's one of the guys that said, Stigs, just go live. And here we are, and I really appreciated him stopping in last night because he really was one of the guys that told me go live. So here we are. Thank you for being a part of this channel of mine. This is your show. It is not my show. We help each other out here. All right, guys, I got to get rolling. My coffee break has been over for 10 minutes. I got to get back into character and get to the work. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again for stopping in. Have a blessed Wednesday, 125-2023. Tommy Stiggs, hitting end broadcast. Ciao for now.